Hey, what's up everybody? It's Warlock. Just wanted to review my Super Freddy that I just bought. And I think it's really cool. It's by NECA and their retro line where they basically do tailored clothes if you don't know what that is. And they stand about an inch taller than their other 7-inch figures. So let me just get into it here. I guess I'll start with the packaging, which, I don't really go into too much, but I had to this time, and you're gonna see why. I think that this thing comes in really cool packaging and is really nicely illustrated. See? Um, Sorry if the camera's not focusing. It says A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child, San Diego Comic-Con, International Exclusive. I think it says 2014, but it's like, yeah, it does. I could see it. Let me see. Yeah, now you can see it. 2014 exclusive. And look at that with the flash on. How sweet is that? It's really cool. I really like the packaging on this. The packaging alone is like worth to buy it, especially if you're a collector and you leave them in the package. And the back is very unique as well. And here's what it says: faster than a bastard maniac, more powerful than a loco madman, it's Super Freddy. Comic book form, and obviously I'm not as good as the actor who played Super Freddy while reading the lines, but I'm not an actor, so. Illustration by Christopher Ott and Jeffrey Trapp, NECA. So this back is really cool as well, because if you really think about it, most packaging has like other advertisements on it for other figures, which is fine, I understand that, and I never had a problem with it, but this is really cool because you're getting Super Freddy, and that's all this packaging is about. It's just Super Freddy, and I really like that. And there's this one. I just wanted to show you guys an example. If you see this, really awesome. And if you go to the other retro figure that I bought, its packaging was for A Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy Krueger, and in my opinion it's not as good. It's still pretty cool. I mean, the illustration is fine, even though he kind of looks like the guy from I know it was Creepshow. I'm not sure if it was part 2, maybe part 3. I think part 2, but he looks like him more than Freddy. And in my opinion, the well, not the packaging, but the actual illustration isn't as good. And on the back, they advertise Jason on it, and this looks like, even though I bought this as a single figure with just this guy right here, it looks like they just took the one that came as a set, with both of them. They took the background, they just put it for the single one, so you could see it's not as good as what I just showed you with the Super Freddy, but still good. I'll take the flash off. And put the packaging aside. And now let's get to Super Freddy. I almost said Freddy. But let's get to Super Freddy. Now, the actor who played him, I believe, was Michael Bailey Smith, if I'm not mistaken. And I just did some, research, watched the scene again, saw parts of the documentary, great documentary called Never Sleep Again, where he talked about the character and stuff, and really great documentary. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about Super Freddy, and I think that this is an awesome figure. I mean, I think it's just so cool, and the second I bought it immediately as soon as I found out I could buy it from NECAClub.com. And as soon as it arrived, I went online. I wanted to buy another one. They were all sold out, so they're all gone. But at least I got this one. And I'm sorry to people who didn't get a chance to get it, but they went real fast. I almost missed the boat on it. So they had 5,000, and I was like the one of the last 150 to get mine. So they were pretty much out. But anyway, here he is, and he really does look like the actor playing him. I'll leave the hat on for a second, and I'll just show you what he looks like without, and with my infamous flash. So not sure if you can get the best look at him, but I just think he looks really cool like this. And the cape, I fussed with the cape and the collar a little bit, but I really do like this figure. Can't say that enough. And I'll take the hat off now. So let me just take off the flash. You could see the paint on him. It really does capture the actor, and they really nailed it with this one. You know, they could have went the route to make him look more like Robert Englund, but they went to actually make him look like Super Freddy, how he was in the film. And I'll talk about all the positives first. I think that the bolt is really cool. I'm glad they had that in the movie. It wasn't actually supposed to be there according to Michael Bailey Smith, but he said that his shirt caught on fire. I couldn't understand what he said, how it got caught on fire, but it did, and they put the bolt in, and I think that's, worked out for the best. And there is a muscular body under here. I thought it was padding, but it's not. That's pretty cool. And I was basically trying to capture with this pose how he looked on the packaging there. With his cape and everything. And the claw up. So kind of the cape draped over the arm. And not many bad things to say, except maybe, the collar, you have to fuss with it a little bit, but underneath they did sculpt like a neck, and thank God his head is on like a ball joint this time, so you can move it. With the other Nightmare on Elm Street retro figure that I have, the head is fixed to the body, so can't move it at all. But this one, thankfully, you can move it. And here's the hat. It's pretty nice. I mean, plain looking, but it's bigger to fit this big guy's head. And maybe the cape could have been stitched a little bit better, because I'm not sure if you guys can catch it, but it's already, see that? So it's coming apart slightly, but nothing big. I mean, nothing. Every problem that I have with this figure is like a nitpick anyway. I mean, if I have to do a review and find something wrong with it, I would just say that maybe the collar, you know, they could have made it a little bit more flexible, maybe even put a wire in it so that you could fuss with it a little bit, stitch the cape a little bit better. Maybe make the hat where the hat does come off pretty easy, but it's not really a big deal. That if they fix those two things, that it would pretty much be perfect. I don't see any problem with this figure whatsoever. And this is a big, if you watch my other video on the other Retro Freddy that I had, I was pretty, you know, not crazy about that other Retro Freddy, because it just, there was a lot. I can't, you know, if I go on about it, the video will be 30 minutes long. So I'm not gonna even get into it. But between the sweater, the fixed head, it couldn't even, doesn't stand right. It was just a mess. But this one's solid, and I was able to get it on NECAClub.com for $40. People were selling them on eBay, buying them at regular price and then selling them for double the price. So I didn't go for that. I just bought the from NECA Club, thankfully. And maybe I'll talk about the film a little bit. Oh, there's not too much to say about it, just that this is my favorite scene from the movie. I do like Super Freddy a lot. I always like the different variations of Freddy that they've done. Like, for example, when, you know, Freddy became Demon Freddy for 30 seconds, and Freddy versus Jason, that was pretty cool. And Dream Child, he became Super Freddy for, I don't know, maybe 40 seconds, whatever it was. I think it was even shorter than Demon Freddy. But here he is, and I did pretty much at the end of the review right now, but here's this guy from Dream Child. Whoa, doesn't stand too good. And this is NECA's Dream Child figure with the long arm and the long foot. And I normally keep the ugly Freddy baby, troll baby, whatever you want to call this guy, and Freddy's long hand, but I took him out for now just to show you. So here he is, and also he came with another head. This one I showed on my collection video, but I'm just showing it now, you know, because Dream Child, regular Freddy, or with long arms and a foot, and Super Freddy. My ugly ass flash is on. And that's about it. I just really like this figure a lot, and that's all I really have to say on it. I can't think of anything else, and I hope that, you know, I appreciate anyone who subscribes. The people who subscribe, thanks a lot. And new people, you know, if you want to subscribe, you can. You're welcome to. I'm gonna make some more reviews soon. I have some other stuff I wanted to talk about. Hot Toys figure I bought, so you can stay tuned, and I'll see you next time. Bye.